All right. Well, I wish I had checked my microphone settings before I got to this point in the video because I totally just did an entire video and didn't realize that the microphone was muted. Uh, it's not muted now. You crouch low in the dense brush, the cold Ohio wind rustling through the trees. It's quiet here deep in the forest, away from the human noises that have increasingly encroached on your territory. You've been moving through these woods for as long as you can remember. The pass of the deers, the smell of the earth, and the rustle of the leaves are second nature to you. You are a part of the forest as much as the trees and the rivers are. You can hear every movement within it, every sound. But now, the humans are getting bolder. They're always come here, stumbling through the woods with their loud voices and strange contraptions. Yet, in recent years, they've been coming more often. They set up strange devices, metal traps that flash and click when you pass by. Some of them even hunt you, though they've never gotten close enough to see more than a fleeting shadow. They think they know the forest, but it belongs to you. The sky darkens at dusk. The sky darkens as dusk begins to settle in. The orange glow in the sun filters through the bare trees, casting long shadows across the forest floor. You know this time well, when the forest comes alive, in ways the humans can't understand. You rise to your full height, the muscles in your massive legs rippling as you step silently through the underbrush. You sense something tonight, something different. There, in the distance, the faint smell of smoke. Human campfires. Your keen eyes spot the faint flicker of light between the trees. They're back. Another group has ventured too far into your home, and they're careless as always. You can hear their voices, laughing and talking, completely unaware that you've been watching them for the past few minutes. They're so close now that you can smell their scent, foreign, sharp, and unnatural. It's an intrusion you've grown used to, but that doesn't make it any less irritating. Slowly, you approach, your massive feet leaving no sound as you move, every step calculated, avoiding any dry leaves or twigs. You are the shadow in the night. The human's fire is small, but its light is enough for you to make out three figures huddled around it, two men and a woman. They seem relaxed, completely at ease, as though they've already forgotten where they are. You stop at the edge of the clearing, watching from the cover of the trees. One of the men stands up, stretching and yawning as he walks away from the camp. He's walking right towards your position. You crouch low, blending in the shadows. He doesn't see you. He's close now, so close you can hear his footstep crunch softly over the dead leaves. You feel your heart thump steadily in your chest, but it's a calm rhythm. You have the patience of centuries and countless seasons spent hidden in these woods. He stops just a few feet away, looking up at the moon that's beginning to peek through the clouds. You tilt your head, studying him. Humans always seem so vulnerable out here, so fragile in this wild place. He doesn't belong. None of them do. As he turns the head back to the camp, you shift your weight ever so slightly, just enough for him to catch a hint of your movement out of the corner of his eye. He freezes. You can see his body tense, the hairs on the back of his neck standing up. He knows something is watching him, but he doesn't know what. He scans the trees, squinting into the darkness. But he sees nothing. You are nothing more than a blur, a trick of the light. He walks faster now, almost jogging as he returns to his friends. You watch him go, the faint hint of his smile tugging at the corners of your mouth. The humans will leave soon, you know that. You've let them sense you, just enough to unsettle them. It's better this way. They always leave after they feel you. Fear does that to them. Back at their camp, the man tells the others what he felt. You can hear them, their voices dropping to nervous whispers. One of the men laughs it off, trying to ease the tension, but you can hear the tremor in his voice. They started packing up their things, hurriedly putting out the fire, their light now snuffed out. You remain silent and still as they leave. Their flashlights bob through the trees as they follow the trail back to where they came from. You'll wait until they are far away before you move again. You don't need to follow them. You've already made sure they won't stay. The forest is yours again, quiet and dark. You breathe in the cool air, listening as the night animals stir around you, feeling the pulse of the earth beneath your feet. Everything is in balance again, but something else catches your eye. The wind shifts, carrying with it a scent. Another human, this one different, alone, moving deeper into your woods. You frown. The others left, but this one is going the wrong way, further into your territory. You have a choice now. You could let them wonder, or let them find nothing but the cold silence of the forest. Or you could remind them that this place is not theirs to explore. You move quickly, silently toward the intruder. They are not far. As you approach, you hear the crunch of the boots on the forest floor, the labored breathing of someone who's been hiking for too long. You spot them through the trees, a lone hiker, young, with a backpack slung over their shoulder. They stop suddenly, looking around, confused. They must have lost a trail. They mutter themselves, frustration evident in their voice. You step closer, staying just out of sight. Human pulls out a map, but you can tell it won't help them. Not here. They're in too deep now. For a moment, you consider letting them find their own way out, but then something inside you stirs, an instinct, ancient and undeniable. You step forward, just enough to snap a branch underfoot. The hiker freezes. Slowly, they turn in your direction, eyes wide. You know what they're feeling, the creeping dread, the sense that they're not alone. You take another step, deliberately this time, letting them hear you approach. They gasp, stumbling back, dropping the map. You see the fear in their eyes as they stare into the darkness, searching for the source of the sound. You take another step, and now you're just at the edge of the shadow, your massive form barely visible. They still see you clearly, but they know you're there. They still can't see you clearly, but they know you're there. The hiker turns and runs. You watch them go, their footsteps frantic, their breathing ragged. You don't need to chase them. You've done what you came to do. They'll never forget this night, and they'll never come back to your woods again. As the sound of their retreat fades into the distance, you stand tall, alone once more in the silence of the forest. You turn back to the heart of woods, to the place where the humans will never reach. This is your world, your home, and it always will be. You are the watcher in the woods. You are the shadow that moves unseen. You are the legend they fear. You are Bigfoot. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Andrew, or Stone Rock. Call me either or. It varies from video to video. I don't care what you call me. Today, we're talking about recent Bigfoot sightings. Now, for the story, I wanted to do it from Bigfoot's point of view. I think we accomplished that. And we did it without any humans getting hurt. That's what's important. No humans were hurt in the making of this story. So, without any further ado, if you like what we do here, why not like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell icon, that way you're notified whenever we upload new content. I'm trying to get back in the habit of not daily content. I want to make content daily, but not necessarily post it, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I want to get a back catalog going again. I had a back catalog before December, and then stuff started popping off, and there was a lot of drama happening, and I kind of let everything run out. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I will do better. Without any further ado, let's get back on the topic here. Back to the recent Bigfoot sightings. And we have a video clip for you today. We have a video clip about a recent Bigfoot sighting. I will play it after I read off all the other ones, but it's a clip of all time. I'll say that. Richland County, Ohio, December 28th, 2024. In Richland County, Andrew Baum was setting up a deer stand when he noticed a figure in the distance that left him perplexed. Baum described the figure as a large, dark creature walking upright across a field. He recounted that its posture and movement were unlike any known animal in the area. After witnessing the creature, Baum quickly took out his phone, but by the time he was ready to snap a picture, the figure disappeared into the woods. This sighting has sparked renewed interest in Bigfoot in Ohio, an area that has seen periodic sightings over the years. Local investigators have responded to the report, and some plan to visit the area in hopes of finding tracks and other evidence left behind by the creature. Richland County has a history of Bigfoot sightings, and this new account adds to the growing folklore of the region. Ohio is home to a lot of Bigfoot sightings. We're like number 3 or 4 in terms of Bigfoot sightings. It's a pretty popular thing here in Ohio. Obviously, we have the Ohio Grassman, which is quite possibly one of the most popular Bigfoots out there. I know I love the Ohio Grassman, even though he's supposed to be a little aggressive. But I've never seen any reports of anybody actually being attacked. Now, if you want to go by mountain monsters terms, then yeah, the Ohio grass man has attacked people, but we all know that Mountain Monsters is scripted anyways. Shots fired. I'm just kidding. I love that show. That show it's fun. You know it's scripted right off the rip, but it's fun. A bunch of rednecks out in the woods, screaming and hollering, shooting guns, building traps. Sign me up, dude.
Stop it. Get some help.
Idaho, January 2025. In Idaho, an off-road ATV rider captured what many are calling compelling footage of a potential Bigfoot sighting. The video, taken during a trail ride, shows a large, dark figure walking across the trail ahead of the rider. The creature moves quickly and exhibits a fluid, almost ape-like gait. The witness described the figure as being well over 7 feet tall and covered in dark fur. Since the video's release, it has garnered significant attention online, with some viewers convinced that it could be legitimate evidence of Bigfoot. Others remain skeptical, arguing that the figure could be a person in a suit. Cryptozoologists and local Bigfoot enthusiasts have analyzed the footage frame by frame, but no definitive conclusion has been drawn. The rugged wilderness of Idaho has long been a hotspot of Bigfoot sightings, and this latest report has only fueled the mystery. It's also a pretty common flame? It's also been a pretty common claim that Bigfoot are 7 foot tall and taller. I have also seen reports of Bigfoot being as tall as like 10 to 12 foot, maybe even 15 foot tall. I don't know how believable that is, honestly. 15 foot tall cryptids running through the woods, that's big. That's a big animal. There would be no way something that tall could hide, in my opinion. That's just an opinion. I'm not educated enough to hazard a guess like that. I mean, I guess a hypothesis, that's an educated guess, but I'm just going to stick to opinion. In my opinion, there's no way something 15 foot tall, 10, 12, 15 foot tall could hide. 7 to 10 foot, sure. I'll give it that. Sure. That's more likely, but Mansfield, Ohio. A local resident in Mansfield, Ohio, reported a close encounter with a creature that matches the description of Bigfoot. The individual, who wishes to remain anonymous, contacted the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, or the BFRO, to share their experience. According to the report, the witness was driving late at night on a rural road when they saw a large, hairy figure emerge from the tree line. The creature allegedly crossed the road in just a few strides and disappeared into the woods on the other side. The witness was so shaken by the experience that they initially hesitated to share the story, fearing ridicule. However, they eventually decided to report the sightings to the BFRO in hopes of contributing to the ongoing investigation to Bigfoot in Ohio. BFRO members have visited the area to conduct a follow-up investigation and search for evidence such as footprints and hair samples. Probably stool samples as well, if I'm being honest. They look for that kind of stuff. We've got black bears in southern Ohio, I believe, because southern Ohio, southeastern Ohio is part of Appalachia, so I would assume we got black bears down there. I'm not educated enough to make that claim outright, but that's my hypothesis on that. Columbia River Gorge, Washington-Oregon border, late December 2024. Hikers near the Columbia River Gorge reported a strange sighting while exploring the remote trails along Washington-Oregon border. A group of friends hiking on a foggy afternoon noticed a tall, human-like figure standing near the edge of the forest. One of the hikers managed to take a quick photo before the creature retreated into the dense foliage. While the image is blurry due to the distance and fog, it clearly shows a bipedal figure much larger than a person. This area is known for its dense forests and isolation, which makes it a prime location for Bigfoot sightings. Local authorities have dismissed the sightings as a misidentified animal or person, but Bigfoot enthusiasts have flocked to the area, convinced that the region's thick forests could be hiding the elusive creature. Washington, a hotspot for Bigfoot, Oregon as well, and even being gorgeous and as mountainous as that area is, that's a pretty common thing for people to claim up there, Bigfoot sightings. British Columbia, Canada, December 2024. In the forests of British Columbia, a group of campers claimed to have had a close encounter with a Bigfoot. They reported hearing strange vocalizations throughout the night, which they initially dismissed as owls or coyotes. However, as the sounds grew louder and more intense, The group became concerned. One camper described hearing a series of guttural growls and howls that echoed through the trees. Later that night, they heard heavy footsteps approaching their campsite. Frightened, the group remained in their tents until morning, but upon investigation, they found large, deep footprints leading away from their campsite. They took several photos of the tracks and reported their experience to local authorities and cryptozoologists. This region of British Columbia has long been associated with Sasquatch sightings, and the camper story has reignited interest in the area's history of encounters. Now, I will say the term Sasquatch comes from the Canadian Native American term Sasquatch. The Saskats were a tribe of big, hairy, humanoid, what at the time Native Americans thought were other natives. So they were called Saskats. That was the name for them. Saskats has turned into Sasquatch in our modern vernacular. It's the same thing. Big, hairy, humanoid animals. My cat is meowing in the background. What, Bubba? Hello. Hi. Come here. Come here, best friend. Oh, stop. Come here. Get on camera. People like seeing you. Oh. This is my big Bubba, Michelangelo. He a big baby. He's pushing like 20 pounds, aren't you, Bub? Get you on camera there. He's pushing like 20 pounds or so. He a big boy. He a big boy. Go, friend. But yeah. Sasquatch. Canadian Native American term for Sasquatch, which was a lost tribe, basically. Yeah. It was a common thing for Native Americans to see these big things up there. The recent wave of Bigfoot sightings across North America from Ohio to Idaho to British Columbia has added new layers to the legend of Sasquatch. The increased use of technology like smartphones and cameras has led to more and more people capturing possible evidence of the creature, although skeptics continue to dismiss these sightings as misidentified animals or hoaxes. Believers are hopeful that one of the recent reports could finally lead to conclusive proof of Bigfoot's existence. Each of these sightings has its own unique elements, and with more reports coming in, it's clear that the mystery of Bigfoot remains alive and well. Whether these are authentic encounters or misidentifications, the fascination with this legendary creature shows no signs of fading. So, what do you think about Bigfoot? I know for me personally, Bigfoot is my favorite cryptid of all time. I absolutely love it. I've covered several different types, or several different Bigfoot already on this channel, be it like the Beast of Whitehall or the Portlock Bigfoot, because it's only a theory, and in those I've gone over how Bigfoot could be Gigantopithecus, which was a big, like 10-foot tall ape that came over from Asia across the Bering Strait with humans and other animals. It was certainly a thing. We have that in the fossil record. We have Gigantopithecus. We have something like Bigfoot in the fossil record. So there could be a relic species still out there. We found the coelacanth. That's from ancient times. That's prehistoric times, like dinosaur times. Those are still swimming around. I think it's the coelacanth. They're like fish, like rockfish. They look like they're ugly. They're deep water dwelling. We found them. They're still alive down there. So there could be a relic species like that still wandering around. I don't know. I'm going to quit waffling. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about Bigfoot. If you want to support the channel, you can always check out the merch bar down below. We got some dope merch, some dope Bigfoot t-shirts down there. Let me know in the comments if there's anything specific that you think I should add to the merch store, and I will look into doing it. You can also support me via the PayPal link up in my bio. Anything obtained through PayPal goes right back into the channel. Helps me keep the lights on and everything else. And you can always become a member. Members are getting videos early now. I made that decision last night. Members got 2 new videos last night on top of the regular upload for the day. I'm sorry, I'm tapping my desk and it's shaking my camera. I can see it. So I'm going to have to stabilize the video. Ugh, because it makes the background look all weird. It centers me, but it makes the background look weird. But I forgot my train of thought. Become a member. You get your name flown at the end of the videos, as well as videos early. Every time I record a video, it's going to go straight to members. It's going to get uploaded straight to members. So there's something for you there. You could see like a week's worth of videos up front before they come out. So keep that in mind. As always, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I am going to roll that footage of the Bigfoot encounter, basically, from a news station, mind you. It got sent to the news. Actually, it was on TikTok, and a news station picked it up. So it was on TikTok. We can pretty much assume it was fake, because everything on TikTok is fake. Bold claim. Let's see if it pays off. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, and I will see you next time.
His or her inevitable TikTok debut. TMZ came across this footage, and it appears to be the best image to date of a Sasquatch. Yeah, in the wild. You can see what seems to be a Bigfoot leaning against a tree in a wooded area.
Ooh, that's legit.
Yeah, look, this was recorded, by the way, in Lawton, about 3 hours outside of Oklahoma City. The TikToker called it the, quote, scariest moment of his life. Now we suppose this could be a hoax, but at least the video is of good quality.
The tales of old, where creatures stir and the stories unfold.